have in my hand the Whyte Series 9 launch amplifier, so it's 8 satellite and 1 terrestrial input on it. It's available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie, and it gives a dB gain of up to 30 dB. So if we come along here, we'll see the reason you of course should be using this is if you're doing an apartment block, if it goes beyond a certain size in terms of long cable runs or poor quality cable, you may need to boost and control the level and strength of the signal, okay? So basically there's 2 levels of control here. There's the slope control and also the gain control. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a while. So if you look at the basic design on it here, we have a total of 9 inputs here. On top, so 4 of them are satellite, 4 of them are terrestrial. So the reason, what we mean by a 9 series is that we're taking feeds from 2 different satellite dishes. So one, for instance, would be Astra 2, and the other one would be for the BBCs and Sky, etc. And then the other one would be, we'll say, Hotbird for some of the European channels. Then you have terrestrial thing for either Sairview or in Ireland or Freeview in the UK. So, and we have a switch here to turn on and off the terrestrial feed here for the DC power on it, and the reason you'd need that of course is if you had a master amplifier that you're trying to amplify up above. On the output side we basically have the same 9 here. We have an earth connection here, and we have ability to add on an external power unit here, and we have that listed as associated product, okay? So if we come along then, the 2 key things I suppose we're looking at here is the slope and the gain. So on the gain element of it here, basically, this is where we're talking about the 30 dB gain. So we have that right across there. I think it's 25 dB on the terrestrial, but on the satellite it's 30. And we have an adjustment on that of about 15 dB. Okay, so it's plus or minus 2, I think, on that. On the slope side of it, we have a gain of about 8 dB, adjustment of about 8 dB on it. And that's plus or minus 2 again. And how they differ is that the gain is obviously adjusting right across the frequency range, but the slope, it's increasing the top end of the frequency range by considerably more. And the reason is that the fall off in signal strength on the top end of the frequency range on long runs is about twice what it would be on the lower end. So it's just important to have that level of adjustment in there. So if we come along and say we were doing an apartment block over maybe with 4 or 5 levels, something like this, a single launch amplifier to start, would probably be enough in conjunction with the multi-switches on each level to give us a steady signal over the entire thing. If we went, we'll say, to a very high apartment block, something that was maybe 8 or 10 stories, you might need a second multi-switch. Further down, we're able to boost the signal a second time because obviously with degradation over the very extended runs of cable. What we like about Whyte's range is this really top quality equipment. The price point on it's absolutely excellent, because it benchmarks up about 25% lower than the others. So a better product at a lower price. So really what we've seen is Whyte's becoming absolutely dominant, particularly in the UK and increasingly in Ireland as well. In certain regions in the UK, they're up to probably about 75 or 80% of the professional multi-switch market at this point. So normally what we're using it with, I just mentioned, is something like this, a quattro LNB, or you could use it indeed with a quad LNB as well, in terms of boosting the signal around. So that's it anyway, an overview of the Whyte Series 9 launch amplifier, 30 dB, and 8 satellite, 1 terrestrial.